Hi, my name is Felix San Miguel, and I just want to tell you how the Lord redeemed me from hopelessness. I've always felt alone because I was always boy, like in my dad's side. So I was always the one that I even though I'm the youngest, I had to be the oldest. So my wife, we met in 1995, our freshman year in high school. And it's history from there. We've been married 23 years in January. So she's the love of my life. I was almost at death before my wife walked back into my life. Like, I didn't care about life. I lived my life 100 miles an hour. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I didn't take care of it. I didn't do anything. I ate and I drank whatever I wanted to as a diabetic. I was like, if I die, I die. Who cares? But my wife took me out of that because I wanted to love her. So what happened was, like, I kind of fell in a funk. Like, I was going through the whole thing about, like, my friends passing away, like, and all this, and I had gotten in an argument with my wife. So I get in the truck and I decided to, because I used to drive to ease my mind, but I was so at the point to where there was nothing left. My marriage wasn't working. I felt like my kids didn't even love me. I was a bad father. There was nothing left. I had no hope, nothing there. I felt alone. And I was crying out to God, and I felt like He wasn't answering me neither. And I was so mad. And like, I pulled out my gun, and I rolled down the window, and I shot it twice. And I remember clearly, just boom, boom. And I didn't even hesitate. I felt the heat. And the crazy part is when I pulled the trigger, I heard the click, and I heard it. And I was waiting for, is it gonna go quiet? And it did go quiet. Like I heard, I didn't hear the radio, I heard the click. And I'm driving and I'm all like, what? So I stuck it out the window and I pulled the trigger, but I didn't hear a click. So I pulled it back in and I recocked it again. I was like, it got jammed, so I pulled it again. So the fourth time I did it again. And I was like, and I could hear the click. And at that point, I chambered it again and I just threw it on the floor. And I was like, no way. And I remember because I got the barrel and I was squeezing the barrel and thinking to myself, like, why? Why is this here? Like, why? Actually, I questioned God because I asked Him, why did you stop it? And so I decided to pray again. So I was like, why, Lord? So I knocked it out. And when I knocked it, the bullet fell out and I picked it up. I just felt like this warmth, like, give me a hug. It was like a hug. And all I heard was, I never left you. I couldn't stop crying. I just fell to the ground. And I was like, if I go forward, Lord, I said, I'll never look back. You know, I went back home. My kids, both of them came up running to me. I was like, man, I could have messed all this up. I could have messed them up. So that's the day I knew it was gonna be different from now on. I never looked back, and I started doing everything the right way. It's the day that I realized that I used to love to hug people. That's why I tell people I'm a hugger now. And it's funny because when I see some of my friends now and I give them a hug, they're like, whoa. If the Lord can redeem me, He can redeem you too.